We are absolute junkies for the word more. More success, more space, more followers, more upgrades. We've been conditioned to believe that if a little bit of something makes us happy, then a mountain of it will make us super happy, maybe even immortal. We treat life like an all-you-can-eat buffet where the goal is to pile the plate so high that we can barely carry it back to our table. But there is an old phrase that has completely vanished from our modern vocabulary, and it's worth resurrecting. Enough is as good as a feast. Think about that for a second. It doesn't say enough is almost as good as a feast, or that enough is a depressing second place to a feast. It says they're equal. Why? Because the human stomach can only hold so much food. Otherwise it just starts to hurt. And the human psyche can only hold so much stuff, so much status, so much pressure before it starts to crack. A feast is brilliant for about 20 minutes. Then the indulgence turns into bloat. Then comes the sluggishness, then regret, and then the heavy lifting of cleaning up. The feast becomes a burden. When you're out here, nature makes it incredibly obvious. A tree doesn't try to grow to the moon. It reaches its natural limit and then it spends its energy simply being a tree. A bird doesn't gather 1,000 worms and build a skyscraper of a nest just to show off to the local sparrows. It takes what it needs to sustain its flight and then it just fucking flies. We are the only creatures on this planet who think that satisfying a need is a failure. We have conflated contentment with laziness. We are terrified that if we stop striving, if we look around and say, actually, I have exactly what I need right now, we will somehow lose the game. But who are you playing against? Imagine the immense relief of opting out of the feast. Imagine looking at your life, your relationships, your modest wins, and realizing that you don't need the universe to throw you a massive party every single day. You don't need to conquer the world to enjoy being in it. When you stop treating life as a scarcity problem to be solved with consumption, the anxiety just evaporates. You stop looking at what is missing and start tasting what is actually on your plate. You don't need a mountain of you don't need a mountain of gold to prove you visited this plane. You just need to experience it. Having enough health to move around and enough food to eat and shelter and enough awareness to appreciate this very second is not a compromise. It's the fucking jackpot. So look around you today. Strip away the artificial cravings for a moment and look at the baseline. You have enough. And honestly, that's as good as a feast. Any day of the week. Namaste.